What's going on, Jerome's Vikings books inactives? We're back. Vikings 6-6, best 6-6 team in NFL history, getting it on with the 7-5 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know this entire time. Well, they're coming off by. They're gonna beat somebody's ass. Baloney. To that I say baloney. So Vikings come in as 6.5-point dogs. Nah. Can I get a skull from the chat one time? Woo! Vikings going to get on here about half an hour. We're going to go through, we got some Q&A, got some inactives, good times. Also, good times is the Teespring store down below. Check it out. Promo code FLAG, 19% off everything in the store. Check that out. All right. So, inactives for the Vikings. KJ Osborne got benched again. It was the third time he's been benched this year. So, they're probably going to have Chad Beebe returning punts, which technically worked out last time. Alexander Madison's still out with the appendicitis or appendectomy, as it were. Apparently, Dylan Maybe moved to linebacker. No. Kendricks is out with a calf. Kyle Rudolph, 93 games streak. Iron Man broken, but Irv Smith Jr. Is active and going to play that, as well as the typical Oli Udo. I guess the only inactives of note, so Jamel Dean, who had been trending towards inactive all week, he didn't practice because of a groin injury. He came back from a concussion, was out week 12 against the Chiefs, and then the Bucs got lit up. Got lit up like Christmas. I think it's going to happen again. So now, I mean, the Buccaneers, let's take a look at the Bucs. Because they got Sean Murphy Bunting, they got Ross Cockrell, they got Carlton Davis. Gotta get their ass lit up. Yeah, so the Bucs defense, I understand. Again, the front seven is absolutely one of the best in the league. JPP, yeah, you know me. Shaq Barrett, gotta be wary of them. The linebacker core is absolutely studly. Plus Golston and Sue, Steve McClendon. Yeah, he's playing today. Yeah, the nose tackle. So, yeah, it is pretty stout up front, but the cornerbacks, man. You can make hay on the cornerbacks. So Ross Cockrell is in. Jamel Dean, they have already benched. So Carlton Davis, Murphy Bunting. Let's go. It's going to be a big day today. Also, I guess of note, Leonard Fournette is a healthy scratch. Now, I think it's more because Ronald Jones II, Rojo from USC, has been just balling lately. But also, Fournette is like the big-bodied, grind out the clock in the fourth quarter guy. So maybe they know. Maybe the Bucs know. Woo, this is going to be a ball game. First question, Monkey Crow. How will the Vikings defense, with so many key defensive players missing, create an upset against Tom Brady and the Bucs? Easily. Fall Gamer 20. Well, I think this could end up being a bit of a shootout. And if the Vikings can protect the Bucs from their prodigious pass rush, as well as since they blitz like 40% of the time, like if Kirk can be upright and just deliver some dimes to Thielen and Jefferson, oh my, let's go. Fall Gamer 20. Yeah, you can't lie. We have a good chance in this game. Jefferson, Thielen, and Cook in the pass game, but the defense stepped up. We have to start in the first half, not the second. Yeah, I mean, the defense has to be opportunistic. Good news is that offensive line, besides Tristan Wirfs, they've been really up and down this year, including Donovan Smith, including Ali Marpet. So, yeah. Monkey Crow, what's your prediction on Dalvin Cook's yards today? I'm thinking 117. I'm going to go 28 carries for 120 yards and 1 touchdown. Eric, and also 50 yards receiving. Eric Anderson, well, El Jefe gets first career pick against Tom Brady one time. I think that Brady's going to serve it up 3 times. I think that there's going to be a little bit of pressure. I think Brady will make a couple of key mistakes, and the Vikings will be able to capitalize. Roger, I'd love to be able to watch a Vikings game called by Paul Allen. Can some intelligent fan please sync PA up with the live game? Yeah, I feel like there should be a simulcast available, even though it would clearly violate the TV agreement with the NFL and like the networks. But yeah, I feel like there should be that option. Like if you're watching, say you're watching on Sunday Ticket, or if you're watching on your phone through like Verizon or something, there should be various channels where you can listen into the local radio call. But no. Jacob Mejia Megat. How do you think we're going to try and get some heat on Brady? I think they're going to have to blitz a lot more. I think they're just going to have to. So Wilson, Harrison, coming off the edge. I think that they're going to have to get creative. Joshua, will you let the chest hair flow, or will you go weak and put on the undershirt? I don't really have any chest hair. Asian, hairless. Jacob McCullough. I'm starting to trust Kirk more and more because the last 4 to 5 games have stopped the run mostly, and Kirk has been playing amazing. Yeah, part of that has been teams are just loading up the box. I mean, Dalvin has like 750 yards rushing this year against 8-man boxes, so it is opening things up down the field, and Kirk is playing great, playing relatively mistake-free football, minus a couple here and there. He's going to have a great game today. Double J 57. Odds that AB was at a Tampa strip club this weekend, contracted COVID-19, and gave it to his roomies, the ghost of Tom Brady and Giselle. Probably low. Well, the latter part low, the first part probable. Jens Harold Claudius. I did the playoff machine 3 times with how I truly believe the game ends. The Vikings make the playoffs every time at 8-8, I believe. Well, ideally would like to go 10-6 or 9-7 and not need that much help, but you never know. I mean, the Cardinals are fading fast. And also, so the Vikings currently in the 7th seed. If they beat Tampa, they move to the 6th seed and then have the head-to-head on Tampa Bay. Plus, Cardinals at the Giants, that's not a gimme anymore. Plus, Washington at San Francisco, the Alex Smith Bowl, that's not a gimme either. So, yeah, it would be a beautiful trifecta. I think we crunched the numbers. So the Vikings playoff chances right meow are 40%. If the Vikings beat Tampa, if the Giants beat the Cardinals, and if Washington loses to the Niners, Washington beats the Niners, nailed it. That goes up to 79%. So almost doubles it. Let's go. Claudius again. How would Tom Brady be for the Vikings if Kirk suddenly loses a foot? What, to diabetes? And we get Brady. How do we finish next season? Well, Brady's under contract for another year, but in the hypothetical, so that would be with another draft class, with Daniil back, with Kendricks at full strength, maybe with Barr back. 12-4, conservatively. Hunter Hewells, will Brady have more picks than Kirk? I believe so. Sama 808, will Justin Jefferson be the best receiver on the field today? Yes. Godwin, Charlie bit my finger. Antonio is like whatever. Evans is dinged up with a hamstring. Like his only competition, well, besides Tyler Johnson, really is Adam Thielen. Will Brady storm off the field and refuse to shake hands when we win today? Yes. He'll cite COVID concerns. Jorge Sarti, do you think Irv being back will have an immediate impact in the run game or pass game? Run game for sure. Irv Smith's run blocking is an underrated aspect of why Dalvin had so much early success. Passing game, sure. TBD how that back feels, though. Mike Fickey, with Kendricks out, do you think Brady will have a field day down the middle? Well, it'll be a little bit different than Jacksonville because that was right before the game, so they couldn't really game plan it. I think the Vikings will try to overcompensate the middle, but also the Bucs will know that. So then they'll try and counter the counter, and then the Vikings will counter the counter. But I think the easy solution would be Wilson takes over Kendrick's role, especially in coverage, down the middle when they go Tampa 2. But also working in Troy Dye, whose forte is coverage. But of course, Todd Davis does have a role since he filled in 1-for-1 for Kendricks last week. Next up, Neil Jones. Justin Jefferson over under 175 yards receiving, over 181. Vikings fans 28. Kirk Cousins stat line against the Bucs today. I think he completes 72% of his passes. I think he throws for 311. Amber is the color of your energy. 3 touchdowns, all to Jefferson. 0 picks. Tight. Reaver Ghoul. I'd like to speak for all of us and say Christie is whack, and the majority of your community probably would smash. Oh yeah. So, our power rankings are like kind of an inside joke, and then some Karen just came in and was like, wah, 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 and called me ugly. It's funny. Darius Martin. I'm a good-looking man. Chris Boyd gets the interception day one time. Well, it'd be nice if he hung on to it. I get so hilarious that his nickname with the team is Allstate because you're in good hands, because it's funny. Matt Collins. What's going to be wetter for this game? Gronklin's flow or Bradbury's gooch? Both. It's hot in Florida. D. Raconic. Would you like it if Kirk was moved from quarterback to left guard and maybe a D lineman? Nah, Kirk would get lit up, man. Doesn't play with leverage, doesn't have violence in his hands. Poor anchor. Nah. Camille Clement. If Jefferson scores 2 touchdowns, can you do the gritty and post it? Yes. Daniel Olson, what's your favorite game day snack? Well, we have this tradition where we only make wings when the Vikings win. So, beginning of the season is very unfortunate because only winners get wings. Arch Cryptic. Is Dean or Godwin in or out? Dean is out, Godwin's in. Matt Holiday, are we going to win? Yes. Camille Clement, how many TDs for JJ? Treso. Less than bread. Name of JJ's touchdown dance. The gritty? How many times will we do it today? Treso. Chase and Gelke. Troy Aikman said that Bruce Arians let the Bucs players take the week off for the bye. I think this is a good call considering they lost 3 of the last 4. Should they have been in the facility getting their ish together? 2 ways to look at it. I mean, since they are a veteran team, I actually agree with Bruce Arians in this spot. But, I mean, if it was a young team, like if it was the Vikings and they were in the same exact situation as the Bucs, probably shouldn't have taken the week off. But I understand BA here. But also, I think it could be a spot where they come out of the bye rusty, even though BA off the bye, I believe, is 4-2, and then Brady is 14-4. So it is what it is in that spot. All right, so let's see here. Should I look at the other games? Why the hell not? Because I'm fired up for this one. I actually woke up. You know how most days you wake up, you're like, oh, okay, so it's a Vikings game day. Well, hopefully they'll get it done. Hopefully they'll try their best and have some fun. No, this one is, hey, I'm going to whip somebody's ass. Going to go down and beat Tom Brady's old ass and his old balls. Great. All right, so Texans at the Bears. Go Texans. Go to Sean. Oh, yeah, because the Bears passed on him. Because they passed on Mahomes and Watson to take Mitchell Trubisky Ponder. Trade up for him. Let's see. Bengals Cowboys. Who cares? Chiefs Dolphins. That's a sneaky good game. It is. So down in Miami, Tua back at it. Tua Mahomes. Eventually could be a great quarterback matchup once Tua gets some seasoning. Kyler and the Cardinals. Come on, Giants. One time. Yeah, it's weird that the Cardinals are favored by 3. But, yeah, respect to Joe Judge. I mean, the Giants were 1-4, or 1-7, 1-7, and they rolled off 4 games in a row. So maybe they'll make it 6. I don't know. Daniel Jones potentially back. But yeah, Joe Judge. So that was a weird hiring choice because he sort of came out of nowhere as a special teams coordinator. But this is a guy who was on staff with Saban. He was on staff with Belichick. So I get it. Vikings, Bucks. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that line move out to Bucks minus a touchdown. That is disrespect. Justin Jefferson is going to tear up some. Oh, Jefferson on the Fox pregame show right now. It's so funny. So these pregame show interviews, like before, they're like a big sit-down deal, and they'd have multiple cameras, and they make it look really dramatic with the lighting. And now they still do the interviewer as like the dramatic lighting, and then the interviewee, the player, is usually just like on a webcam at the team facility. It's really hilarious. Clown mode grouper. Do you think Kirk will pee poo? Hopefully he does that before the game, so he isn't clogged up out during the game. Be important. Broncos Panthers. Who cares? Titans Jaguars. Who cares? Colts Raiders. Who cares? Jets at Seahawks. One time. By the way, you know how the schedule makers just favor the Seahawks, where you had the Giants and the Jets back-to-back at home at the end of the season because the Giants were supposed to be very poopy, and they were, and then they went in, and then they just beat down the Seahawks. The Seahawks are a flawed team, and it sucks that much more that the Vikings gave away that Week 5 game. Just, yeah. I mean, the Seattle game should piss you off. The Titans game should piss you off. Both games were lost because of Zimmer's in-game management decisions. But, they're talking about Randy Moss. Randy Moss with the cornrows in the Marshall jersey, wearing that Ocho 88. Yeah, that's a good look. Actually, let's look that up. Randy Moss, Marshall. Yeah, man. God, because, obviously we're interested in the draft now, but I just remember 98. And this was before the internet really got going. But I would bug the crap on my dad to get like Sports Illustrated and the college football previews and the Sport magazine when that was the thing. And I was just enamored by this Randy Moss kid coming from Rand, West Virginia. A guy who, he was going to be at Florida State and didn't work out. He was going to be at Notre Dame and didn't work out. Could you imagine Notre Dame with actual speed? It's crazy. But yeah, Randy Moss, whew, just like the grainy highlights, him hurdling dudes from Army and like Kent State. Ridiculous. Basically making Chad Pennington. Let's go. I mean, come on, man. That's good stuff. Anyway, yeah, can the Jets just do it one time? Because maybe they rally after they fire Greg Williams. Because they had that Raiders game won. Because even though we made the argument this weekend that the Jets wouldn't cover 28 points against 2019 LSU, I mean, this is not an untalented team. And I think the Seahawks are tragically flawed, especially on that defense. So maybe. Packers-Lions. Can we get the Lions going one time, please? Green Bay favored by 7.5. That's probably adept. That's probably astute. And even though if the Lions won here, they'll keep their wild card dreams alive. Nah. So Lions beat the Packers. Vikings beat because the Packers can still miss the playoffs. They could lose out, go 0-4, 9-7. The whiff. Saints, Eagles. Oh, Jalen Hurts Bowl. Jalen Hurts versus Taysom. Let's go. Falcons, Chargers. Who cares? Washington Niners. Can we please, Alex Smith Bowl one time? Oh, yeah, because they're playing in Arizona. I actually think Washington wins this game. I do. Steelers, Bills. God, that's going to be a hell of a game, man. That's going to be a great game. All right. Oh, and it's a weird way that they put this. They listed Thursday game before Monday. So Ravens, Browns. Browns getting Wyatt Teller back off of COVID. That's going to be a big-time game. I think the Ravens... The Ravens are kind of like the Vikings in that they're inconsistent and you would expect more. And also they have Yannick. But actually, I take that back. No, this team, basically this year, you sort of wrote it off as a redshirt year with as much youth on that defense and, just trying to learn how to win together. So, I mean, this year, especially after that 1-5 start, you just saw like anything positive you can take away from the season. Just getting these young guys experience and getting used to winning would be absolute gravy. But now there's expectations. I mean, Vikings 40% to make the playoffs. I'll be pissed off if they don't make the playoffs, to be honest. I think you should be too. And also they're chilling in the 7th seed. They control their own destiny. And yeah, the Bucs game is going to be tough. Yes, the Saints game on Christmas Day is going to be tough, but take care of your business and get to 10-6, 9-7, make the dance. Let's go. Yeah, love it, man. It's good times. Let's see here. Actually, yeah, put in your final score prediction. Go through a couple of these. I actually think this is going to be a shootout. I think right away this game is going to start out fast. I think both defenses are going to try their best. I mean, the Bucs defense, legit, but I worry about that secondary. Because even though they got Winfield back there, Winfield in coverage, every other aspect of him as a safety is phenomenal, but him in coverage, I think Jefferson and Thielen are going to be able to dunk on this defense. I think they'll get Dalvin going. Not running the ball per se, but just manufacturing touches for 33. And I think the Vikings will put up some big points. Now, can they stop the Buccaneers offense? Notably, can they stop Ronald Jones, who's really coming to his own? The Vikings struggle against the run as of late. I don't know. But again, I just feel shootout in this one. Give me Vikings 41. Give me Bucs 39. And also, last play of the game, so we outlined this on the Friday preview. So it'll be a Hail Mary adjacent shot. They actually call pass interference in the end zone against a Bucs defender on Justin Jefferson. And then on time down at the 1, fade route, 8-18, take it down. I love it, man. It's good times. See here. We got 10 minutes out from the game. Gotta get some grub. All right, you guys are the best. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back here at the halftime show. Actually, about 2 minutes left in the first half. We'll be here, as well as the post-game show. Then we'll do winners and losers after the game. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the Teespring store. Promo code FLAG, 19% off anything. Links